The economic shock caused by the COVID pandemic forced many associations to adapt their business models and diversify revenue streams in response. Some were able to lean on the accumulated reserves in their investment portfolio as they adjusted to changes in the competitive landscape. For nearly 40 years, a balanced portfolio consisting of 60% equities and 40% high-quality bonds was a tried and true formula that associations and their consultants could use to produce attractive returns and help avoid steep losses. The pandemic also brought on an extremely low interest rate environment that has reduced the future expected returns of high-quality bonds. With interest rates likely to remain at zero for the foreseeable future, it's important for associations to revisit whether this approach still makes sense. Interest rates have been trending lower since the early 80s, and since bond prices rise as interest rates fall, bonds have not only been a source of income, but of price appreciation as well. The long-term tailwind of falling yields offered balanced portfolio investors additional benefits as well. During periods of equity volatility, they help keep people invested. High-quality bonds historically act as ballast when stocks are falling, and the resulting shallower drawdowns can help limit panic selling. Similarly, overall portfolio volatility is lower when stock and bond prices consistently move in opposite directions, that is, are negatively correlated, and this may have allowed some to take on more equity risk. Finally, there's the consistent benefit of rebalancing. Negative correlations meant rebalancing, resulting in buying low and selling high. However, the various economic and political forces that have pushed both short-term interest rates and longer-term government bond yields lower over the last 40 years may be exhausted. Short-term interest rates are once again at zero, and the yield on 10-year treasuries is less than about 1%. In addition, the yield of the Bloomberg Barclays U.S. Aggregate Bond Index, the broadest measure of high-quality investment-grade bonds, isn't much higher. Gone are the days of healthy income and price appreciation potential. So, what should associations and their investment committees do? First, revisit the return assumptions of your portfolio. Equities may produce the same returns over the next 5 to 10 years, just as they have over the last 5, 10, or even 20 years. The same may not be true for fixed income. Second, consider broadening the investment opportunity set to include non-bond sources of income and growth, such as preferred stock, convertible bonds, bank loans, real estate, and alternatives. Third, control costs through a cost-effective mix of passive, index-based, and actively managed investment vehicles. The 60-40 balanced portfolio has stood the test of time and become perhaps the most widely known benchmark used to measure the relative performance of association reserve portfolios. However, its best days are likely behind it. Investment themes and even time-tested strategies fall in and out of favor. But asking hard questions and challenging the risk and return assumptions of one's portfolio never goes out of style.